Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to be talking to you about the PS5, some of the things that I absolutely love, what made me switch from a PS4 to a PS5, but also some of the things that frustrate me a little bit with this unit as well. So let's get stuck in. I've been a PlayStation advocate for a long time. I've always had PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, and was excited when the PlayStation 5 came out. So one of the things that I absolutely love is that you've got the option to get the digital version or the disc version. As you can see, I opted for the disc version, and the reason that I did that is that you can play any of your older PS4 games directly from this disc as well. So not only can you play the PS5 games, you can play PS4 from the disc slot as well, which I absolutely love. So as far as picture and performance goes, obviously you get better graphics, games load a lot quicker with your PS5 than your PS4. Like you'll load into a game with Call of Duty, and if someone's on PS4, they'll still be loading in while you're in the lobby waiting room shooting a few people. So the games definitely load a lot quicker. You do have that slight advantage with games loading a bit faster. Games do look better as well, but ultimately that depends on what you're watching the game on as well. So if you're watching it on a 4K monitor or TV, it's obviously going to look better than just on the standard. Now, there is only 3 USB ports on the PS5, so that is something that, I wish they made a bit better. But you do have a USB-C connection on the front here as well. So often you'll use this with your controllers, so you can use that for a charging, or you can use it to update the firmware and software of your controllers, which is great to have. Would have been nice to have a few more USB ports available on the device itself. You've got 2 at the rear and 1 on the front. You've got the option to plug your network cable directly into the back of the PS5, which I do. I prefer that over a wireless connection. Just think you get less dropouts and it's a bit more secure. And yeah, that's the reason that I went for the disc version over the digital. The fact that I've got a lot of PS4 games already, that's, it's a personal preference as to whether you want to spend the extra money. You can mount these so they stand up, and you can also move this bracket to the bottom so you can have them laying down flat as well. Some people recommend that you do lay them down flat because they keep cooler that way, but I've always had mine in the upright position. So there's lots of things to love about the PS5. There's the different controllers you can get now. So I have the PS5 Edge controller. So this just gives you the ability to add different buttons and customize everything. You can add different paddle switches and adjust your trigger sensitivities. All that is really an awesome feature of the DualSense Edge controller. But out of the box, you're going to get the white sort of standard PS5 controller, and these are pretty good. Let me talk to you about the number one thing that is a little bit frustrating about the PS5. The purpose for this video really is the fact that with a PS4, you used to be able to play games directly off a hard drive. So a portable hard drive that you would plug into the back of your PlayStation. So it didn't matter that the PlayStation only had a terabyte of storage inside. You could whack one of these 4 gig, 5 gig portable hard drives in the back. You could move all your games to that, and you could play them directly off the storage. Now, things changed a little bit when the PS5 came out. You can still copy your PS4 games to this drive. You can play your PS4 games off this drive, but you cannot play PS5 games off this drive. The speed requirement is just not there from a USB cable drive point of view. So what do you need to do? Well, the answer is you can buy an internal SSD drive, so a little strip drive. You basically pull the side off the PS5, you insert the stick, and then you format that when you load your PS5. So basically that is like adding extra memory to your PS5 directly, which you can't do with an external drive now. Inside here, I've got the Samsung Pro 980 Pro. So I've got 2 terabyte of extra storage on top of the 1 terabyte that it comes with. I have all my PS4 games on here. So if I've got PS4 games that I want to play, I can move them to this storage to have extra backup there. The other thing I can do is I can move a PS5 game off my storage onto here so I can store it on this device. I just can't play it. So obviously it's quicker to transfer a 100 gig game off a drive than it is to download it off the internet, depending on your internet speed. But in most cases, it's going to be quicker to transfer from the drive to your PS5. So in that sense, yeah, it's good for backing up games or saving your downloads later on because you've got them on your drive. But the only games you're going to be able to play off an external drive like this is your PS4 games. That's probably one thing they don't tell you when you get a PS5 is that you can't play games directly off this for PS5, and you need to buy that internal storage if 1 terabyte is not enough for you. And to put that into context, a game like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, you could be looking at 300 to 400 gig worth of storage just for that one game. game. So it does make a big difference when you buy the internal memory to upgrade. There you go. There's my honest review of the PlayStation 5. I do love the device. I use it every day. I paired it with my Astra A50s. I've got the new PlayStation Dual Edge controller. I have a lot of fun on my PS5 playing games. There's just a couple of things that frustrate me that we've mentioned in this video. Overall, if you're after a really good gaming console, you can't go wrong. The PS5 is highly recommended.